Okay, hello. Welcome to week 2. So I have added some things to week 2 that are not necessarily found in the readers. You're going to want to go ahead and read chapter 3, British North America, chapter 4, Colonial Society. Keep in mind, during this time, we're still part of Britain. The colonists considered themselves to be British subjects. We did not think of ourselves as Americans at this time. So keep that in mind as you go through chapter 3 and chapter 4. Your assignment this week is based on an article I've linked within the assignment. It's John Locke, his American and Carolinian legacy. John Locke authored the original constitutions for the Carolina colonies. He was a huge influence. He's an English Enlightenment thinker, but he was a huge influence here. And why not? These were English colonies, property of Great Britain. So I want you to look at the article I linked in the assignment as well as the readings for this week. You'll complete the week 2 assignment by Sunday at 11:59. And then also I will have a quiz available to you over the readings from week 1 and week 2. And that will be live on Friday, but you can take it anytime, actually through the end of the semester, but anytime, whenever you want. It's due Sunday, but you're not penalized for late submission. And just remember the quiz is open book, open note, and it's not timed. Regarding the assignment this week, it does focus primarily on Locke, and that is because next week we get into the American Revolution. Locke's thinking, his idea of property, his idea of liberty, his idea of government really is prevalent in the thinking that founds this country. So I want you to get into his thoughts. I also linked the Fundamental Constitutions of Carolina. They have different vocabulary. So if you come to a word that you do not know or understand, look it up. Look it up in a dictionary. Often when you're looking words up, they'll have what they mean today, but definitions change. For example, my son for a while said that something was sick, and I was like, I don't understand, because I think that's really neat. Well, that's what it had changed to mean. There's slang. So when you look up definitions, you're looking for the archaic meaning. So often, like if you go to the Merriam-Webster dictionary online, it'll have, more modern definitions of the term that you're searching. And then often at the end, it will say archaic meaning, and then it'll give you that. That's probably what you're looking for. So I encourage you also, I forgot to give you my spiel last week, do your own work. We live in a time of AI, and that can be a great starting point, a launching point for research or ideas. But I really encourage you to do all of your own work. Do the reading. Put the time in. Learn how to think. Learn how to analyze information rather than just going to AI and having it do it for you, because that's just such a skill. It's such an important skill, and it is a skill that will set you apart in a good way. So I encourage you to do your own work. All right, reach out with questions and have a wonderful week.